What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today I'm going to be listing my favorite, well, my least favorite to my favorite truck for Spinmaster's 2020 Mix 13 trucks. Alright, so I just want to start off by saying that Mix 13 has been an absolute challenge to find and get, even though I did make an unboxing video a couple months ago to where I did get most of Mix 13, well basically all of it, besides one truck, which was the Megalodon ride truck, and I just didn't feel right if I didn't make this video until I had the exact truck, all the trucks from Mix 13, and luckily I was able to find them all and get them all. It took some time, it was pretty insane, but we finally got every single Mix 13 truck, and I can't wait to find Mix 14. However, in my area, Mix 13 is nowhere to be found. Can't even find Mix 12, and I'm pretty sure the last time I did a ranking video was in like June for Mix 12, but yeah, with that being said, right here you see all the wristbands from the trucks from Mix 13, and on the right you see all the trucks besides one, which the only truck missing in that is Tropical Thunder, because that is the back of the card. And if you guys do know, the truck that you have in the package usually won't be on the back of the card, but yeah, that's Tropical Thunder, just add him there. And Mix 13, definitely a unique mix, a lot of new stuff in this mix, and I would say it's a pretty good mix. So with that being said, guys, we're going to count this off with the truck that I think is the least, or at least in my opinion, the truck that I don't think is that great. Yeah, so let's move on to truck number 9 out of 9 for Mix 13. Alright, so Mix 13, we had a lot of good trucks, we had a lot of trucks that, and the truck that I really think we could have did without. A lot of people could say that this truck was cool because of the chassis and, well, actually the roll cage and everything, but I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of have a lot of mixed views on it, and it's none other than the second Boneyard truck, which is Zombie. So the reason why this truck is so low is because honestly you can probably make this truck and not actually wait for Mix 13. The Boneyard Gravedigger has been found in some stores, and the reason why this is also so low is they really didn't do anything to the Zombie paint scheme or the Zombie truck itself. You could have easily just took Zombie, if you had two of them, from a previous mix and, you know, threw it onto that Gravedigger Boneyard chassis truck. Obviously you wouldn't have the tires or the rims, but, you know, it's just, you could have made it. And, you know, I kind of want to rank these on trucks that are unique and trucks that I feel like are worth the money as well. And this is something that's just kind of like, you could have made it, obviously not with the tires, but I don't know. I just feel like there's not enough here that, oh man, I gotta go out and get this. Even though I love the Boneyard concept, I love the roll cage and everything, but since the whole coronavirus and everything, I feel like this truck could have easily been made, not really cost anything, and you could have had it already. And this is probably the only truck in this mix you can say that with, besides the next one. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. There's just really no oomph for me. This is definitely one I would not go out of my way if I wasn't collecting everything, but nonetheless, I guess it's pretty cool because of the roll cage. But in this mix alone, it's gotta be the last one. It's gotta be number 9. So with that being said, let's move on to number 8. So truck number 8 was one that we could have did without too. A lot of people would probably put this truck at number 9, but I do like how they added some features to the truck that was not there with the original 5-pack release, and that's none other than the red primer Gravedigger. So this is the only truck in this mix with these old school monster truck tires, which are awesome, by the way. And you know, the paint is a little different, the primer is different. They did add a silver door handle to the truck. They also did add Dennis's name on the driver's side door, which is a nice added touch. And the reason why this truck did get higher in my ranking video than Zombie is because they didn't just copy and paste the truck and basically, you know, call it a day. They actually put the saying on the back, which is pretty cool. And they may have done this for future 5-pack Gravedigger releases, but the 5-pack I got did not have this saying where it says we ain't bad, but the bad won't mess with us, which that's pretty cool. I like that. That is a really nice added touch. Also, the dentist on the door, I believe even the front of the truck is a little different than the original from the 5-pack, so you know, it's small minor details like that, which is pretty cool. Now, if the truck did not have Dennis's name, it did not have that saying, honestly, hands down, this truck would have been dead last, number 9. But since they took the time and the effort to add those things, I gotta put it ahead of Zombie, because it is a nice added touch. It is pretty cool they did that. You know, they didn't have to, but they did. So that's the reason why this truck sits at number 8. So the truck at number 7, the main reason why this truck passes Zombie and the Red Primer Gravedigger is because honestly you gotta give it a chance, because it is a brand new truck, a truck we never seen before, and it's none other than Tropical Thunder. So Tropical Thunder, I don't know much about this truck. I do remember growing up and watching a white truck named Tropic Thunder in the Penda Racing series in the mid-90s, and that was pretty cool. So that was the first thing I thought of with this truck. However, like I said, this is the only pickup truck casting that we've seen in Mix 13 that we've seen before. So that's pretty cool. It does have new headlights that I don't remember seeing, so this could be like an added thing, but I could be wrong with that. So there's that. And also it does have this weird cutout on the roof that's kind of like an H. I don't understand why. Maybe the real life truck had that at one point, but I don't remember if any other normal pickup truck castings had that little like groove, how it goes like this and that on the roof like that. I could be wrong. And the main reason why this truck also does go ahead of the previous two is just because the colors pop. Also, it's a brand new truck. If we would have seen like a Blue Thunder or something like that, could have been lower, but since it's a brand new truck, that's cool. We have a whole new truck to throw into the mix, another truck we could do things with later on, and just something pretty cool and pretty unique. Alright, so this mix, once you hit the top 6 trucks in this mix, it gets pretty tough to pick what ones to get ranked. And this actually took me a little bit of thinking and a little bit of time to go through this, because I kind of want to do it fair, I kind of want to do it right and everything. So truck number 6 is a truck casting that we've seen before, and I kind of like it what they did, but I feel like it's going to be very limited, and it could be one of the last times we see this casting. So Racing Stripes, brand new play on the horsepower casting. It is now a zebra, which is also a horse, type of horse, and it's really cool how they did this. So with something like this, I feel like you're very limited, and the way Spinmaster turned this into a zebra was very well put together, very unique and really cool. Like I said, this is one type of truck you can make with this casting and make it work. You know, some castings you can make it work, other ones you can't. This one it does, and it's pretty unique to see a zebra truck, and it also does have a cool name for what it is. And for that, I'm gonna have to rank it above, you know, Tropical Thunder, Gravedigger, and Zombie, just because not only did they just change the ears, they changed the mane, they changed the tail, they changed a lot of stuff to make it look like a zebra, and it really does look like a zebra. But also, the reason why this truck falls so low, this is really the only thing you can do with it, and it's very limited. However, it does work on this, but the trucks in this mix, the next 5 trucks, are very good. So this thing probably would have been ranked a little higher if there wasn't so many new trucks in this, but nonetheless, I do like this. I do like what Spinmaster did, and they made it work. You gotta give them credit for that, and that's pretty cool how they did that. However, I don't know what else they can do with this casting, and that could be a problem down the road. Now, cracking into the top 5. So the top 5, pretty hard to decide the 5th truck, to be honest. And when you look at them all, you're gonna have to choose this one. I honestly feel like this is the truck that's gonna get left out, and it's kind of a shame, but kind of you can see why, and that's none other than the Wreckless truck El Toro. So the Wreckless truck El Toro, pretty cool. I love this concept. I love how you can take other parts of the truck and mash them all together, or different variants of the truck, like the black flame El Toro, the yellow purple flame El Toro, and kind of like fuse them all together. And I really like that, and I enjoy that. And El Toro, it works, but it also doesn't work because it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's not the El Toro a lot of people wanted. We really wanted the yellow one or the black flame one. We've seen the red El Toro so much in the past 2 years. You know, I feel like with this, maybe they should have made the hood yellow or black, or put very limited red on it, since we've seen it so many times and so many variants of it. You know, they could have did something like that. Maybe if the hood was yellow with a purple flame, you know, I could see it different. I mean, I like the way it looks, don't get me wrong. I definitely love this side of the truck, but I don't know, I feel like there's too much red. And then again, going with this whole mix, the top 4 trucks, you know, this one I feel like it just gets left out because those 4 trucks are really unique, really cool, and really, really sick looking. But yeah, El Toro, I feel like there's too much red. Maybe a lot of you guys feel the same way too. Maybe if it was black or white, or not white, yellow, and more purple flames, maybe it would have worked out a little better. Like I said, this is the only purple flame on the side, you know. So maybe if they had one purple flame, or maybe if the hood would split, I don't know. But I feel like it's good, but I feel like it could have been more, and I feel like just in this mix, it deserves to be number 5. Alright, so this is where it gets really unique and really tough for me, because these next 4 trucks are really, really good. So the truck at number 4, I'm going to have to put this one. And I do like this one. I like the paint job. I like the unique style of it. And it's none other than Superman. So this is pretty cool. When we saw this truck get released, or at least previewed, it was kind of interesting to see what they would do. When we knew Superman was going to come out, we didn't know what it looked like. I kind of like how Spinmaster created it. It definitely opens up the doors where Spinmaster can create a truck and bring it to life. And this is, if you think about it, the second custom they did in their own, I guess, blueprints. You know, we had the Batman truck, and now we have the Superman truck. So that's pretty cool that they did this. And not only that, but the truck looks really nice. I like the way the cape flows. I like the whole casting. I really love these laser eyes that fit Superman. And I love how the S isn't just a sticker. It's actually 3D printed on the truck, which is very, really cool. And not only that, but the whole color scheme flows as well. You got the blue rims, the red roll cage, and the red cape. So it looks really nice, very well done, very well put together. Something no one really expected, but something that got pulled off and looks really good. And if you're a huge fan of Superman, I would definitely pick this truck up. This looks pretty sick, pretty awesome, and I really do like it. And I might also like it just because the paint on it, the paint job, does remind me of Bigfoot so much. But, you know, it is what it is. And being in Mix 13, there's a lot of good trucks in this. A lot of people might rank this higher than 4. And if it's higher than 4 on your list, I totally agree with you. If it's lower than 5, I don't understand. You just gotta hate Superman, I guess. But, yeah, definitely good looking truck. And Spinmaster, great job on this. You know, this is something that I hope we continue seeing down the road, where you guys can take a truck and basically make it into your own. I really hope to see more of that. Something like this makes me look forward to something like that. So hopefully we can see more creative trucks like that down the line. Alright, so this is where it gets really tough. These next 3 trucks, each of them are pretty cool. I like them all. But I'm really going to have to put this truck at number 3. The reason being is I don't know it that much, but I gotta respect Team Spinmaster and everyone to make this work and pull it off. And it's none other than Backwards Bob. So Backwards Bob, a lot of collectors really wanted this truck. They were really curious how this was gonna work, if the truck was legitly gonna be backwards, and how they were gonna design it. And I gotta admit, Spinmaster did an amazing job, because they actually put the truck backwards. Now, they could have did what like Hot Wheels did a couple years ago, where the truck was just normal. And, you know, stuff like this makes me happy that Spinmaster is behind the creative process of this, and they actually put the detailing into this. Because they could have just put the truck on normal and made it the normal pickup casting and called it a day. You know, they really could have, if you think about it. But the fact that they took the time to redo the whole casting, make the whole casting basically, add this bar, make the truck actually backwards on the chassis and on the roll cage, is really, really good. Now, a lot of people will drop this truck and be like, oh, they didn't put the see-through thing back here. You know, being a die-cast toy, you know, I can understand why it wasn't see-through, and I'm okay with that. I love how they put the mirror back here, or the windshield, actually, like that as well. I mean, it's just a very nice looking truck. It flows very nice, and it's very well put together. And something like this, you know, you just have to respect it. You got to. I mean, this has to be in everyone's top 3 at least for this mix. You just have to. I mean, there's no way around it. This truck was probably the most anticipated truck out of Mix 13, and once we saw the preview of it and we saw it was actually legitly like backwards, I think that hyped it up a lot. And if this mix actually did get released when the time was right and, you know, when it was supposed to, I think this truck definitely would have been one of the harder ones to find, and definitely it should, without a doubt, belong in the top 3 of this mix. Alright, so that leaves 2 trucks left. You guys know what they are, Thrasher and Megalodon, and both these trucks, I like them both a lot. And it's really hard to choose one of my favorite ones, but I'm gonna have to put this one at number 2, just because I know it, and it looks cool, but I don't know, it's tough. It's really tough to pick what one I like better. So I'm gonna go and just pick this one at number 2, and it's none other than Thrasher. So Thrasher, obviously I knew this truck. I knew this truck growing up. I knew it as the yellow and blue Toyota pickup truck, and I loved it. The reason why this truck is number 2 is because Spinmaster actually went out and got licensed by Toyota to make a Toyota casting, and that is very, very cool. I love this casting. I can't wait to see people customize this truck and make customs with this casting. And when I first saw this, I did not see this on the tailgate, the actual legit Toyota.com with the Toyota sign, the Toyota logo. That is awesome. That is really awesome. It makes me wonder what they can do with this casting, Spinmaster, if they can make another Thrasher. If they do, please make the one that is yellow and green from the mid-90s. That would be insane. I just love the casting. I really do. The truck itself, but you gotta appreciate the time, the effort, just the energy that went in to get this casting. Also, this is ranked high because it is a brand new casting and tooling, and it opens the door for what else they can do with it as well. And I love it. I honestly do. And I really love the fact how it actually legitly says Toyota, and it wasn't just like a, like, you know, when companies have to make like a Ford, but they can't put like the legit Ford logo and stuff like that. You know, I just really love how the casting is, and that's why it's number 2. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's really it. But yeah, hope to see more Toyota trucks. I mean, I don't think there's many out there, but definitely nonetheless cool for customizers too. But now let's move on to my favorite truck in this mix. Alright, and the number 1 truck in this mix, and I don't know if a lot of you guys will agree with me, but it's gotta be Megalodon ride truck. So not only is this my favorite truck in this mix, but this is undoubtedly one of the hardest trucks to get right now. eBay prices are actually through the roof. I've seen them up to $40, $50. However, I saw a relative cheap one and got it for 24 or 25, whatever it was, and I needed it. I just had to have it. Now, this truck, I don't know if the ride truck exists like this. If it doesn't, they should really make it, and I think they did a good job with this. I love how they scaled it down. They made it with a wider on the hood or the roof to fit that roll cage back there, or the ride truck part. I love how they made the fins on the side smaller than the original Megalodon. I just overall love how this thing looks. It is pretty cool. It is pretty sick. It's something that you just have to have. You have to have it as a collector. You have to have it as a fan. It's just something really cool. I love the detailing in it. I love how when you look at the truck from the back, It actually flows, everything matches up very well with it. It's just really cool. And this is exactly what a chase piece should be. It's something that you should want, something you should go out of your way for and get. And not only that, but it's the fourth ride truck we're ever seeing from Spinmaster. And it's also the third different casting we're ever seeing from Spinmaster. And I gotta admit, they did an amazing job with this. It looks amazing. It looks great. It's something that I could not wait to get. And I was very tempted at times to buy one off eBay for 60 bucks, but I never did. Yeah, it's just something really cool. And it's also the final piece I needed to complete Mix 13. But, definitely, I would say this truck would have to be in everyone's top 5, at least, in this mix. Maybe top 3, but pretty cool looking truck. It is. It's really nice. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the Mix 13 review. I don't know when we're gonna get Mix 14, so it could be a while. It could be next week. It could be, you know, a decent amount of time. But I gotta admit, Mix 13, even though it is kind of hard to get right now, there are a lot of trucks in this mix that I really, really do like. There are some that are kind of there are some that are really nice. And honestly, this was my honest opinion. And let me know in the comments what you guys think, because I don't know when Mix 14 will be, so this might be the last countdown for a little bit. But let me know if you guys found these trucks. If not, I would definitely pay them if you can find them for a good price. And see that I put this forward or backwards. There we go. But yeah, let me know when you guys think is the best. I know a lot of you guys are gonna pick backwards Bob, maybe the ride truck, maybe even Superman, or maybe even the Red Primer Gravedigger. But let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like. And I will see you guys in another video very shortly.